Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear. Here today we're checking out a knife from Vosteed. I believe this one just dropped maybe a day or two ago. I just got this package in, so I'm recording this video right away to share with you guys. Of course, this knife and every other knife you see in this video will be linked down below. It looks like, of course, we're looking at a Vosteed knife, and there we go. I think we're looking at the Gavko. I believe the more accurate name is the Gavko Leopard, right? If I'm not mistaken, a Gavko knife design or Gavko knife collaboration. Let's go ahead and get in here, right? Let's go ahead and have the Akita do the honors, right? The Akita just dropped recently as well. It is a pivot lock or anchor lock from Vosteed. So very, very neat. Multiple forms of deployment. S35VN steel. The aluminum is milled here on the handles with a beautiful de-stressed finish. Check out the unboxing on this one if you haven't already. So let's go ahead and make an incision right there and get in here. This one should be a pretty epic one. So if you guys are ready, I'm ready. Let's see what this thing is all about. Boom. It's coming in this nice orange, Vosteed orange plastic case. You know, something special whenever you see that. We got the handout here, how to maintain, right? Vosteed warranty and all that good stuff. If you guys want to read through that, you're welcome to pause the video. And there we go. Bam, boom. I'm so excited, you guys. Oh man, okay. There is the knife right there. That should be interesting. That's also a pretty interesting color too. We got the Vosteed raccoon sticker right here with the overalls and the wiping cloth right on the case. Pretty straightforward stuff. Let's go ahead and focus on the knife here, shall we? All right, here it is, guys. The Gavko Leopard. Is there in the open side? Yes, maybe not, maybe so. Here we go. All right, well, first impressions, it is definitely on some oils right there. So let's give it a nice wipe. Might kind of clean some of those oils and things like that. All right, here it is, nice and wiped and clean. First impressions, of course, we are looking at a top liner lock, bond operated liner lock, which Vosteed knows how to absolutely do. Think like a Spyderco compression lock, but made easier and of course with a more ergonomic approach to it. It's like a liner lock that happens here at the top as compared to down here as you typically see it. We have this sort of, I want to say, what color is this? Like a brown, like a purplish brown. A very interesting colorway, if I'll tell you that. This one's called the dark reddish purple. Well, that's an interesting name. We got this gold accent in the pivot. That's looking pretty interesting. I know that that is different on all other variants. Then we have this sort of sound wave, right? Kind of milling going on, kind of coming off of this screw or hardware back here and kind of emitting that way forward. Same thing on both sides. The handle does get a little bit, you know, pretty interestingly thin here. So I'm excited for that. And we have a pocket clip, not reversible and not deep carry. So about that much of the knife will stick out of the pocket. Something to keep in mind. Alignment there is pretty spot on. Let's see. Yeah, smack in the middle. And let's go ahead and deploy this thing, right? I'm going to go with we got a big old opening hole right there. So we can Spidey flick, thumb deploy, or we could deploy off of the button itself. So if you're ready, I'm ready. I'm going to Spidey flick this thing. Bam. All right. There we go. Gavko knife collaboration. M390 steel on this bad boy. We have a black coated blade on this particular one. And it's sort of like what are we calling this? A sheep's foot, right? Kind of go with that. Sheep's foot, reverse tanto, whatever you want to call it. Almost a full flat grind on this one. Vosteed logo on this side. Steel and collaboration logo on the other side. And then a good plunge grind situation. Plunge grind is about right there. So you'll be able to get plenty of sharpens out of this guy without a doubt for years to come. Yeah, definitely my kind of geometry for sure, right? Great utilitarian geometry for draw cuts, utility cuts, and whatnot. Let's go ahead and close this bad boy here with the button liner lock, top liner lock. Yeah, it's going to be on ball bearing, so that's going to be very smooth. Thumb deployment is good. Yes. Reverse. Oh, absolutely. Can do it with my ring finger. Yep. My pinky. Come on now, pinky for the win. There we go. One more time. You guys see, I'm not BSing right there. Pinky. Wow. That is nice. That is definitely one big old opening hole right there. Typically, opening holes are a little bit smaller. They give you a big old window right there, right, for an opening hole. That is something. Action is smooth, of course. This guy's going to be you know, ball bearings. So that's nice right there. Checking the ergos. Now, this is a thing that I was very curious about, is how this handle works. So it's a little bit on the thinner side. So let's see, getting a feel for it with the standard grip here. You do have this section right there. It can work as a finger guard if you don't go with the forward choke option. You have the pocket clip there, which I can feel a bit. I'm not gonna lie, the pocket clip is noticeable. So I'll give it a good maybe 8.5 out of 10, especially if I squeeze hard. You can sort of see there. Yeah, you definitely feel the pocket clip a tad bit. Now, if I forward choke, there's a nice finger choke right here. I got forward choke on this bad boy. Good jimping on the spine of the blade. Not too aggressive because this area is already thin as it is. So there we go. Yeah, that feels a little bit better, and I don't feel the pocket clip as much in this particular position, which is more than likely the one I'm going to use anyway. This is more so my style, if anything. So that is the way to go. And of course, you know, the top liner lock is going to be one of the strongest locks out there. Very, very strong, and also very, very finger safe, because, you know, you have to kind of be a dummy to put your fingers here and then, you know, disengage the knife on yourself. So don't do that. Your fingers should be out of the way completely, and then you can close the knife very effortlessly. Also going to make for a very fidgety knife for sure. And Vosteed has just been taking the knife industry by storm here with the top liner locks, right? I mean, I always said this, right? I always said this in every single video. Spyderco with their compression lock, which by the way, their patent expired recently, so that's why other companies are doing their own version of a top liner lock. They just can't call it the compression lock for obvious reasons. But for so many years, they had the opportunity to make this button a little bit more comfortable. You kind of have to, you know, kind of stab this little metal tab here just to be able to, you know, get it to go and disengage and whatnot. Other companies like CME or Compression Made Easy make specific buttons for the compression lock just to make it more ergonomic. Whereas, you know, again, opportunity left on the table from Spyderco, whereas now Vosteed, for example, has capitalized on that, made it so simple. There's your liner, there's your button, and it works so good, right? First time we saw the button operated top liner lock from Vosteed. It's one of my favorite knives of all times, and that is the RSKAOS. So let's do some quick size comparisons there. The RSKAOS is another premium one of their knives, titanium M390 as well. You can see here the Gavko Leopard is a little bit shorter. Size comparison there. One of their newest release as well is the Akita, right, which you saw me use to cut up in the box. That's going to be a little bit shorter as well. So there you go. Take a look there for yourself. Of course, I'll have all these nice linked down below if you guys want to check prices, availability, variants, and all that good stuff. Here is the Porcupine. This one also has a button-operated liner lock, so that's also pretty neat. And this one has a round button as compared to their sort of rectangular-looking button as well. But again, they work like a charm. And here is the Acorn, right? This was a regular liner lock. So regular liner lock is down here, right? And then the top liner lock is at the top, like the name implies. I promise you, I'm not trying to deceive you. If it's a top liner lock, it's happening at the top. And then, of course, you know, a button makes it way easier to operate. So those two are going to be a little bit shorter. Let's do a few more of the typical suspects here in the channel for reference. Here's the MSI from Microtech. That's going to be a much bigger knife. Here is the Stitch. All these are, yeah, way bigger in size. Coming back to that compression lock, here's that PM2, Spyderco PM2, and here's the Para 3. So the Gavko Leopard here is just a little bit bigger than the Para 3, shorter than the PM2, somewhere in between those two. Here's the Demko AD 20.5, check it out right there. It's a little bit shorter, and the Kunwu Chad is actually going to be a little bit longer. All right, you guys be the judge there. And on the more budget end of things, we got the Tenable Fenrir right there. We got the CJRB Pyrite Light. Very Pyrite light size for the most part. It's a little bit shorter than the Fenrir. And I do have content on all these knives. So if you do want to check, you know, overview, reviews on so many of these knives, right, check out the knife name Miguel EDC in the YouTube search box. You'll find those videos right away. That right there is the Fintiso Parrot. This is the Vosteed Corgi. They're each just a tad bit shorter than the Gavko Leopard. Again, just trying to give you a ballpark idea. Hopefully you own some of those knives. Maybe one, maybe two. But there we go. Let's go ahead and get scientific with it, shall we? Got a piece of textbook paper here, nothing fancy, right? Let's go ahead and test out this M390. Never had an issue with the Vosteed knife. They always come super sharp out of the box. So let's get the 5x zoom in for some extra drama here. Here we go. Oh yeah, absolutely going to create some swirls there. Full slice, bam, boom. Right, even comes with sound effects. Yeah, obviously it's gonna slice that paper, no doubt about it. Even can make some turns on the cut and whatnot. Very slicey. Let's do a piece of cardboard here. All right, nothing fancy. Keep in mind when cutting cardboard, don't cut perpendicular, but at an angle. I think this one might be a 2-wall piece of cardboard. So got my grip here with the forward choke. Right, love that we have plenty of cutting path right there. All right, so flat grind. It's gonna put in work for us. Bam, boom. Yeah, definitely gonna slice pretty good. It's actually going through the material pretty well. Right, M390 is a premium steel. And according to the website, the HRC is 61 plus or minus 1. It's nice to see that we are outside of the 50s right now in the HRC range for M390, which is good. Guys, rate this thing on a scale from 1 through 10. How sharp is this edge out of the factory right there, out of the box? Right, you guys let me know, 10 being the sharpest. Let me know in the comments. Bam, so there you guys have it. That is the Gavko Nice Leopard here, right? Gavko Nice collaboration. Of course, with that top liner lock, this thing is going to be super robust. No movement up and down, side to side, anywhere, right? That is solid. You basically have a liner that is wedging between the stop pin right here and the tang of the blade. So it's going to definitely hold it in place very, very well. Very strong lock, and also very easy to manipulate, right? You can use the button. You can use the opening hole, right? Reverse flick, thumb deploy. No hassle with either one. All of them work. These are ceramic cage ball bearings, by the way, so that's quality stuff right there as well. Let me know your thoughts on this one, right? This is just an unboxing, raw first impressions video. It is not a review video in any way, shape, or form. I've been checking out this knife here for the last maybe 10 minutes or so. So guys, definitely would love to hear your thoughts. What do you like about it? What do you love about it? Is there anything you dislike about it, right? What feedback, questions, concerns do you have about this knife? Let's hang out in the comment section down below. If you made it to this point in the video, you're awesome. Smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. And do consider subscribing. I promise you it'll be worth coming back for more. Shout out to Vosteed for setting this one in. And shout out to my Patreon supporters and channel members for supporting what I do here. Check out the video to your left right there for the Akita with the Vanker lock. Or this video to the right for the Porcupine. Also a more affordable button operated top liner lock as well. Guys, I really hope you have enjoyed this one. Take care, and I'll see you guys on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.